guys, welcome back to another fantastic episode of Ready to Die Fighting. I'm Chris, and today I'd like to talk about some concepts and ideas I've been kind of working through. So up until very recently, like maybe a week or two ago, I had been basically training in martial arts and self-defense in a way that was kind of separating each thing out. So it's like, one day I'm working on jiu-jitsu, one day I'm doing Kali, another day I'm doing boxing, another day I'm working on firearms. And they were all kind of separated. And recently I figured out that that probably wasn't realistic. If I was actually attacked, I'm going to be using all of that together, especially separating the firearms away from everything else. Like I was kind of grouping at times the, I guess, more physical martial arts together a little bit. But the firearms really was a total separate thing in my mind. I virtually never trained with them in mind together. And recently that's changed. And so I'm trying to incorporate firearms training into the martial arts training because they definitely go together. I would most likely use my hand skills in addition to the firearm. The firearm's just a tool, right? You have to train with that tool, and it all goes together. And so what I've been doing lately, well, today, this is my first time doing this. Well, right now isn't my first time. I've been working on this for probably an hour at this point. I'm about ready to be done. I've been trying to figure out how I could potentially draw and where the firearm comes into play in a ground situation. Now, realistically, I don't know if it makes sense to me to draw this close to someone. But I kind of wanted to experiment. I would be grappling. More than likely, the gun would be on me. It's almost always on me. So if I was attacked, chances are it would be on me. So I want to start practicing and grappling and training with it on me. Maybe not with other people in the gym, but in my basement. And getting comfortable with that and being aware, like, there's a gun on my hip, and being really cognizant of that and protecting it, stopping the bad guy from getting it, or trying to make sure I'm not falling on it or getting into a position where I can't get to it if I need to during that scramble. And trying to find the opportunities of where it makes sense. Like, could I draw here? In addition, I'm putting strikes in here as well, because normally when I do this jiu-jitsu stuff, I don't do any striking. Because that's not allowed in jiu-jitsu. But right now I'm not training jiu-jitsu. I'm training self-defense, and jiu-jitsu is a part of it. So let me just kind of demonstrate. So a lot of times when I'm working out, and especially on this heavy bag, you've seen me do these things before if you follow the channel. I just kind of move through different positions, knee on belly, side control, judo side control, doing hop overs and things like that. And it's more me trying to get the technique down, or just trying to work up a sweat and get some cardio and endurance and making it a workout. That's not what I'm doing right now. Right now, I'm more formulating and thinking of a plan and a strategy and how is this going to work. So if I'm in side position or side control, which is one of my favorite positions from right here, I'm not going to try to draw here. This, I think I'm way too close, and I'm using both hands to help control this person. But I'm also trying to think, can I strike? And, I think I could do a quick, this type of thing and still kind of maintain that control. I might even be able to get an elbow, depending, maybe not. Maybe get that elbow in, possibly a knee. I'm just trying to do that, but I don't think I want to try to let go. This person's hands are fairly free, especially if I let go there. This arm is free. I don't think I want to try to draw from here. But I could try to hop up on knee on belly. And this is probably the best place, because this is where I have the most distance. And I'm on top of the person. I do have a lot of freedom here. So I'm going to work in some strikes. A lot of strikes are really effective here. I'm doing palm strikes because this is the person's skull. I'm not wearing any gloves or anything. And bare knuckles against the skull doesn't feel very good. And palm strikes can be pretty devastating as well as a punch. So I've got hammer strikes, both hands. I was even playing with the idea of throwing a knee here as well. And what I kind of like about that, I don't know how stable it would be, but if I hit somebody with that a couple times, a knee could definitely disorient someone. And from knee on belly, especially if this leg comes up, you pretty much know that a armbar is coming, right? But if I've hit you a couple times with a knee here, that might disorient you enough and throw you off enough where you might be expecting another knee when really it could be coming around to do that that armbar. So I kind of liked it for that purpose. But I don't know how stable that really is. And, if I could pull that off. But it's something that I've been thinking about. And here I could definitely, especially if I hit him a few times, I could back up and potentially draw from here. So I don't mind that. But I'm going to keep working it. And I'll keep punching this guy. Punch. Get that armbar. Not going to end the fight there. Start over. Okay. So I'm here in side control again. Now, what I like here is, even though this is a S-mount, it's kind of a awkward position for me, and I don't have any real jiu-jitsu attacks here, and I don't feel like I have as much range of movement. Like I can't throw an elbow from here. I can do some decent strikes, palm strikes, and hammer fists, but I feel pretty limited here. I don't really think I can throw a knee or anything, but I feel like the pistol is pretty well protected. If their arms are up on this side, and I'm hitting and striking, they're going to be on the defensive. You're not going to be able to reach over here. The pistol is pretty well out of range, I think, and kind of protected by my leg, and it's like behind me because I keep it here. So I feel like if I get enough strikes here and disorient him enough and can even keep it going here, I might be able to draw and keep it close to me and, do that type of number. I still don't like the closeness because their hand is going to be right here. I mean, this could definitely turn into a fight. They could knock it out of my hand. I would more than likely be trying to pull the trigger, but I don't know. I don't feel confident in this, but it is a possibility. It is an option from this position, I think. I don't think I like it, but it's something I'm trying to work out. Like, does that work? For regular mount, I can definitely get some great elbows in on either side. I can do hammer fist, palm strike, sides. I kind of do whatever I want. I can choke really put my weight on them and choke their neck. So, I don't know if I like drawing here, because again, their arms are right here, so they can definitely get to it and things like that. I've got a pretty good amount of control here, but I don't think I'm drawing from here. I think my favorite place by far to attempt to draw from is the knee on belly, because I can just get up and have my distance and draw that way. But I do need to get myself to a point, disorient them enough where I actually can get up. That's the key here. But from this position, I can definitely land some really strong strikes. So that's certainly possible. And I might be able to get that arm bar as well. Oh, that was a bad one. But I was scared I was going to hit that. So this is what I've been working on and thinking about, trying to make this make sense for me. You really want to train the way you're going to fight. And I realized when it comes to firearms, I hadn't been doing that. You know, I go to shooting ranges, I do some dry fire drills. Every now and then I'll punch that punching bag over there, the one that's upright, and incorporate some draws with that. But as far as like really strategizing and working how I would incorporate the gun into my actual fighting, that's not something I normally do. And so it's something that I'm definitely working on now. And it's actually it's kind of refreshed my workouts a bit. You know, you do the same drills over and over again, it can get dull. And so this adds a whole new dimension. It's almost like starting over from scratch. So now it's like, this is fun, this is interesting, this is new, it's a good workout, and it's working some skills that I think are gonna be really important and helpful to me in the future, should I ever need them. Hopefully I don't. So hopefully this helps you out. It's definitely helping me out doing this. And like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. This way doesn't feel as protected.